I just got my BoxyCharm. I just got my BoxyCharm. I just got my BoxyCharm. I wonder what's inside. Howdy do there. You know what time of the month it is. So I just got my BoxyCharm in for the month of October. And I must say I do have some tea for you with this box. So let's go ahead and get into it because my face is naked. You can see my redness and my pimple. Oh, this side. And my pimple. Say hello. You can thank that time of the month for it. I feel like every time I sit down and film my BoxyCharm, it just happens to be
that time of the month, ironically.
I see you, BoxyCharm. So the theme for this month is Candy Shop, which I find to be very fitting since it is the month of October and you know, Halloween. Hello. But I think this is super cute. I do like the candy detail. And I just noticed right now it has like a pair of scissors here with fake blood and there's like fingers and a hand. So I didn't notice that before. I kind of just thought it was all candy, but you know. The first item I'm going to be showing you guys is the Murad AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. This multitasking cleanser exfoliant is an ideal addition to your cleansing regimen 2 to 3 times a week. Chemical and physical exfoliation helps clear dull, dry, and improves penetration to your skin with treatment ingredients that follow. It also helps optimize skin's ability to attract and hold moisture. This bad baby retails for $40 and I've never used it before, so let's go ahead and put it to the test. So I went ahead and removed the product. As you can tell, the exfoliation in this, it has like little sandy beads almost. It kind of feels like the sand like when you go to the beach. That's exactly what's in here. So for my skin, like I said, it's very sensitive. So whenever I have an exfoliant like that, it turns it a little more red, but all in all, I can say my skin does feel softer. It feels really good. It feels like a little baby skin. And I went ahead and exfoliated my lips too because you should be exfoliating these bad babies every day when you brush your teeth with your toothbrush. That way you keep nice soft lips. Alright, so moving right along, the next product is the Maracuja. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that name, but that's how I'm going to be saying it for today. It is the Maracuja Miracle Mist Setting Spray from Tarte. I'm just going to go ahead and spray this all over my face to start with. I don't have a foundation in this month's box, so I'm going to be using my own. I like to also use my setting spray to go ahead and start the foundation or my foundation. Does that make sense? You know what I mean. It feels absolutely beautiful on the skin. It is a bit tacky, which I tend to like from a setting spray, especially using it before I apply my foundation. That way the foundation has something to grab onto other than my pores. So, as I mentioned, I don't have a foundation in this month's box, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation and I will be right back. I'm back. Alright, so I went ahead and applied my foundation, my eyebrows, my lips are still naked, so let's go ahead and keep this rolling. Before we jump into that, I am going to go back and spray my face with the Maracuja spray from Tarte. I actually am reminded of the Morphe spray, which is this one. They are pretty much the same packaging. They have the same amount of fluid ounces and the mister is also pretty much identical, which is something that I really like from Morphe. So this is like a higher end brand. This is $23 and this one is $16. So you, my friend, can make an informed decision on which one you want to spend your money on. Okay, I will say that the Morphe one is not as tacky as the Tarte one, which is personal preference. I will say that the Morphe one does smell better than this one, but you know, that's just what I think. So moving on.
Alright, now, this is where the tea comes in, so
grab your popcorn, grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your snack.
Whatever, but I'm about to give it to you right now. I normally would be putting this on my face. However, when I received it and I opened it, it appeared to be swatched. Not only swatched on one of the colors or the pans, it was swatched on multiple colors. So I was very saddened by this and disgusted. I had seen videos of people getting palettes that were swatched and stuff like that, and I had never experienced that myself, so I really didn't know how to take in what they were saying, right? But being that I got a swatch palette this time in my box, I can definitely relate to how they felt. I really feel disgusted by it because if something like a palette is getting swatched and I guess returned, and then they're taking the returns and putting them into BoxyCharm boxes or whatever, I really don't know how a palette would get swatched. Like, there's just so many questions. It's really gross. So I don't know, it's very concerning. I did reach out to BoxyCharm and they did send over the Beauty Bakerie eyeshadow palette, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted this palette because it has blushes and contour colors and all that. They sent the replacement palette from Beauty Bakerie and it's the Breakfast in Bed eyeshadow palette. This is how it looks. You know what? Maybe I'm just crazy, but I'm looking at it on camera right now and it looks like this color has been swatched already too. You see how the surface of it is not, it's like uneven, which looks like somebody put their finger in it, swatched it, and this is supposed to be the replacement item. So I'm really sad about that, and I just realized that now because it actually just came in today. I'm gonna have to reach back out to BoxyCharm and let them know that the replacement item has still been swatched. So that actually breaks me out now. So I won't be using this. This, I tried to clean off the tops of them with alcohol, you know, like you do with the tester samples and like Sephora or Ulta or MAC, but it's still kind of drying, so I'm not gonna be using it this video, which is pretty sad because I did want to try this out. It is the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bitch Face palette. As for the Beauty Bakerie palette, I wasn't planning on using this anyways just because these colors don't really do anything for me and I don't really wear them that often. It's a little too cool for me. So these colors actually remind me of the I Love Sarai palette with ColourPop, the saucy one. So I mean, I figure if I already have these from ColourPop, I'm not gonna use a whole new palette. Palette was pretty much underwhelming for me as compared to the face palette that was swatched already. So was it an even trade? No. Was it an even replacement? No, it didn't do it for me. So moving on, our next product is the Ace Beauty Draw It Lip Liner Duo. So before I read the card and before I took the product out of the box, I was expecting there to only be like one lip liner. It was a duo. It came with a red liner and this brown neutral liner. So I was excited that this had two in it. Super pigmented liners that draw on smoothly and can be used to line the lips or fill them in completely. It includes a sharpener at the base that can be used to sharpen the liner's tip. I thought it was so cool how they include a little sharpener on the end of this. Of course, it is plastic. There is no metal. It feels a little cheap, so I did go ahead and just fill in my lips with that color. This was super smooth and creamy. I personally prefer a pencil liner, but when it's as smooth and creamy as this, I don't mind. It did glide on super easy. This lip product here from Sol de Janeiro, this is sort of like your lipstick meshes with your chapstick. Throw in some coconut oil and that's exactly what you have here. Since it is lightly tinted, it gives you a little bit of coverage, like that everyday kind of nude lip that you'd want to wear. It's really soft and buttery. It's very rich. It's almost like, it's like your chapstick, but with butter in it. Sounds gross, but you know what I mean. Since that it has the coconut oil in it, it gives it a nice, smooth, creamy texture that kind of just glides on your lips. And it's almost as if it's like melting as you're applying it on your lips because it's the warmth of your skin. If you've ever touched coconut oil, excuse me. All right, sorry for that. The boyfriend is picking up some food, which always makes me happy. So where was I? Oh yes, so I was talking about this lip product here from Sol de Janeiro. It's very soft, very wearable. The coconut oil in it makes it very easy to glide on. If you have ever played with like solid coconut oil, and then as you rub it in your hands, it tends to melt down to like a nice buttery oily finish. That's exactly what this feels like as you're gliding it on your lips. So it's very comfortable. Highly recommend this. I love this. And these lip liners are pretty damn good as well. I really like this color of Be Peachy, but kind of weird because it's not peachy. It's more of a brown neutral. So guys, all in all, the products in this month's box I was pleased with the exception of the swatched palette. However, I will say that BoxyCharm did get back to me within a matter of like 24 to 48 hours. They were very quick on responding and sending out the replacement palette, so I am happy for that. Like I said, I am not too fond of the colors that came in this palette just because I feel like I already have the colors from this palette in like different palettes that I already own. As far as the exfoliating cleanser, I do really like this. It left my skin feeling very soft. This is something that I would also use like on my arms and maybe other parts of my body just because it is the exfoliator. And also with exfoliators, I tend to like to use them when I shave. So instead of using like shaving cream or soap or whatever you use, I use an exfoliator because it helps get off the dead skin, and then it also helps to raise your hair on your legs or your pits or wherever you use it, and it's easier to shave and get off the hair. So try it if you have not. A cleanser is very good for that. So that's probably what I'll end up using this for, and you know, on my face maybe once or twice a month, but not too often because my skin is sensitive. The misting spray, setting spray, like I said, is very similar to the Morphe setting spray. If you like that one, then you'll love this one. I do like the mister on it. It's super fine and it smells good. And it is a little bit tacky, which helps before you put your foundation on, and then when sealing your makeup after you're done, the tackiness will help the makeup to stay on because it'll latch on to your makeup. And as for the lip products, I really love these. These glided on super creamy. These are from Ace Beauty. And they're actually pretty pigmented, which I was surprised because usually when it's like a retractable lip liner, they're not as pigmented as your pencil would be, but these are. This has a really nice smell to it and it applies super creamy on the lips, as you can tell. So my friends, that is all for this video. I will see you on my next one. I actually have the wreath video coming out. I also have a lot of products from Ulta that I just bought, so I do want to review those. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, did you get any of these products in your BoxyCharm? If so, let me know down below which ones you loved and which ones you're excited to try out. See you guys on my next one.